Stadium home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The lone back's got it. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up a 6. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left. That's a little old school for me.
Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, I haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really.
He's loose. Inside the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
A designed run for the quarterback. Headed to the end zone. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Trojan. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll start the return inside the spot. Then the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here we go. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. Space over 25. He will start out down, but not before the ball. First down for this offense. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the left. Makes the tackle made, and he's got ready for the first down. Rollout seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Dog! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career times. The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Lining up for the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yes, I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Coming after him. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. Still in his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
And he's hauled most to that first down marker there. Seeing he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He is smashing people. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to hold out his foot. He's trying to keep these third downs going. When you throw the ball on second down, it's incomplete. Now you're set up for tomorrow. Now you're set up for
They'll run the option. They're pitching. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. What a disappointment. No good. The lead is still 6 after the bench.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic lead. Not so fast.
He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, USC. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leads it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air there. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun, looking for a man. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On the ready. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal.
3:25. 6-9-1. Gators score.
On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Just drives it between the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 10 to Cincinnati. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds a man on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think of.
He holds one deep down the left side. Slings it. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more on the board for that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Gonna let it fly. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds for their first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pulls and fires complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Base runs. sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set downs when you need it.
Reads it, fires complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute.
On second down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants it all. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot inbounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Hits the gas can wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming on the outside.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. They're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Griffin! Gaucho! Razor!
He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
This dude is putting up numbers. He has cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
And he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route trip. And what can't this guy do?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Now 2nd and 10.
Cricket!
Looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it up for the 1st. And
he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football. Good luck. No holes in it.
Second down, looking to throw. And the pressure gets it back at the 8-yard line.
That's so much success moving the football down the field. Now a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Gotta get back to some of that stuff you always drive that you had success with.
They've got him pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. And from the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you feed them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He's got him this time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Waning seconds in the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind.
Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
catch it or nobody can catch it.
Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but back to forward. Taking a big pickup and throwing the sticks for a first down.
On the set.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs in this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Okay, ready?
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down.
Here we go.
On the option. He'll toss it. Runs through the tackle. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Down.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field.
Let's go.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Reels it in no outside. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Set. Hut.
Going to the ground. They get him on the ground. A 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance to take control of the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw the receptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page. You about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets away. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Arrow! Jackrabbit! Acorn! Go!
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan! And the punishment has been extended.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Okay.
Offense getting set for first down.
Igloo!
They'll leave it with the lone back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the LPOs, just be positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nice